Hi everybody, my name is Jim with Full Moon Adventure Club, and today I just wanted to give you a real quick warning about overfilling your propane tanks on your RV. Always watch the guys as they're filling it up, because I had a crazy thing happen to me due to an overfilled tank, and I'll tell you about that in a second. The way you're going to figure out the capacity of your propane tank is that if you know that it's a 30-pound tank, here's the formula. Basically, 1 gallon of propane weighs 4.2 pounds. So if you have a 30-pound tank, divide that by 4.2, you're going to get about 7 gallons. And the way I know that's true is because mine takes about 7 gallons every time. You times that by 4.2 and you get 30 pounds. I have a 30-pound tank on my RV. So that's the formula you can use to figure it out, either using the pounds of your tank that's rated on the tank, and it probably says it on there, or you can actually just watch them put in, until it's full, and take that gallon number and add it by 4.2 pounds to get your size. So now that we know that, we can kind of figure out how much gas is supposed to be in there, and you can watch the guy that fills it up. Now, when they fill it up, there's a real easy way to know when your tank is full without knowing the size or anything else. And that's a little pressure release valve, and you undo that, and it's just going to kind of hiss while they're putting in the liquid propane. And when your tank gets full, you're going to see liquid stream out of that little release valve, and that's when you know to immediately stop putting liquid propane in, and then you close that valve with some gloves on, and you're full. And that's how you figure it out. That's what that little release valve is for when you're filling, to make it easier on them. So I'm at U-Haul the other day. We're going to the lake. I get it filled, and the kid probably was new on the job and wasn't trained properly, so he's filling it up, and I get close to 7 gallons, and it starts shooting out liquid propane out of that release nozzle. And I was like, all right, well, he should turn it off any second now. And it went from 7 to 8 gallons, and I was like, whoa, hey, it's full. And he kind of ignored me, and it went to 9 gallons, and I was like, dude, it's full, it's full. He's like, oh, I was just trying to squeeze some extra in there for you. And I was like, stop. So when he finally stopped, it was at 10 gallons in my tank, which is way over full. I didn't think too much about it, because I was like, whoa, that was too much, but okay. I don't really know if that's going to be a bad thing or not. I hadn't figured out the size of my tank necessarily, but I was like, I could have sworn it usually takes 7 gallons. I don't know how I fit 10. But so we're driving down the road that day, doing about 70 miles an hour, and I hear this crazy noise like a belt. It sounded like a belt squealing on an engine, kind of beep, crazy loud squeal noise. And I was like, what is that? And then we smelled propane so strong inside the cab, I realized the tank is overfull, and it either just ruptured or the pressure relief valve went off to keep it from rupturing, and sprayed out a ton of propane and then turned off. And so that's the smell. But if we had had our refrigerator on gas or any ignition sources, or maybe even if the engine was hot enough for the manifold to do something, any kind of spark, ignition source might have been really dangerous for us. Or the tank could have exploded if the pressure relief valve failed. So that was pretty scary for us. We pulled over. Luckily, there were no ignition sources. I pulled over. I let the engine completely cool down. Got everybody out of the RV, of course, first. And we were all standing a ways back just to make sure. And what I had to do is, well, let me just show you. I'll show you. I had to vent all that propane out using the overflow valve. So let me just show you the video real fast. I'm just having to relieve pressure because the idiot at the U-Haul put in way too much propane. It holds about 7 gallons, and he put in about 10 gallons before I could stop him. And without thinking about it, we started going on the trip, and then the pressure relief valve blew while we were on the road, and we started smelling propane really bad, and you could hear it while we were driving doing 70. So watch out for that. Never overfill your propane. So there you go, guys. I mean, it could have been a really dangerous situation. I had to vent that propane for like 10 minutes, just spraying propane down. It was freezing everything, and you have gas swirling all over. Of course, I had the RV cooled off, and all the ignition sources turned off, and everything electrical turned off. But still, a very dangerous situation. So I hope I spare that for you. Know the size of your tank, know how many gallons it holds, and watch the people that are filling it up so they do not overfill, so you won't have the same thing happen to you. I hope that helps. My name is Jim with Full Moon Adventure Club. If the video helped you out, please like, share, subscribe. And until the next one, thanks so much for watching, and happy camping.